The past 30 years have been dominated by the rise of indexes and the never-ending quest to find a way to outperform them. Many consultants have deployed client assets in a combination of growth and value as a path towards achieving that goal, a strategy that invariably comes with the associated never-ending battle of explaining to clients why one style is lousy and the other is good, while at the same time trying to keep them invested and abandoning either style altogether. Ironically, after all the years, market cycles, and decades, it is discovered that over 30 years and a constant change of leadership, both growth and value have arrived at virtually the same place. Even when looking over rolling decades, it is a coin toss regarding leadership. You might or you might not outperform the other asset class. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle of Sherlock Holmes fame once said, "There is nothing more deceptive as an obvious fact." While we've all been chasing a way to beat average, we have failed to ask what seems like an obvious question. What if you own companies that are highly profitable? The results are also seemingly obvious. Unlike the never-ending ebb and flow and the seemingly futile 30-year toss-up of picking between growth and value, the statistical significance of owning profitable companies seems hard to ignore. The 19% of time periods where highly profitable companies underperform growth have had some similarities, namely market melt-ups driven by narrow leadership led by names that history often forgets. In the late 90s, it was the dot-com debacle, and more recently, it will be a new set of names left to history's ash heap. The names change, but the story stays the same. Versus value, the song remains the same, but the side of the record changes. Growth or value, the style doesn't matter. When an identifiable subset of market outperforms both growth and value more than 80% of the time over rolling 10-year time periods, it might be worth taking notice. Half of being a good fisherman is identifying a good fishing spot. The second half is being a good fisherman. Wedgwood looks at profitable growth companies as their North Star. What if you could take that universe of profitable growth names and refine it further to pay attention to valuations? What if you had the courage of your convictions to allocate in a meaningful way to those names and looked at them as businesses to own, not as stocks to discard at the first sign of a missed earnings report? Not unlike the set of profitable growth companies in the research here, Wedgwood has seen a similar lag during the recent market melt-up. During the more recent period when those high-flying names have come back to earth, profitability has again begun to show its leadership. What it means in the long term is that being a good fisherman in a great fishing hole leads to a greater likelihood that you have a good outcome when you go fishing. So, maybe this time it is different. Or, maybe decades of data are actually meaningful, that owning great companies that are profitable at reasonable prices and owning them in a meaningful way might just be a path towards the outcome clients are seeking.